Let me tell you guys a story from this weekend. And there's two things I want to impress upon you. The first one is belief, but the second one is just really divorcing yourself from the outcome and not caring. Just whether they say yes or no. Obviously, you want them to say yes, but you really got to have that swag that I'm here to share. And I believe, and I'm just going to be the messenger. So, what happened this weekend was Jordan Russell and I had a tailgate party. We had a vendor spot at the Friday Night Lights, and we were there before the football game. We showed up, and we had our little booth there, and there's barbecue and all that. It's a private Christian school, this wealthy school, and what I've learned in that kind of a situation is just to release it. And I'm gonna go. I was playing cornhole with the kids instead of trying to stand by my spot. I'm trying to make connections. Hey, how you doing? Meet people and say, hey, have you heard of the patch? And then just share a couple stories. Well, I got one guy who is very influential. I'm talking about extremely influential. He's like one of the dads that runs the camps over here. And I started telling him stories and he was mind blown. And here's what I told him. I said, his name is Chris. I said, Chris, listen, if I'm you, I'm wearing the patch and my son's gonna wear the patch. Like I said, I'm taking myself out of I'm just marketing because I'm a part of this company. I said, no, I'm telling you that not because I'm a part of this company and I'm trying to sell you a patch. I'm telling you that because when you understand that we're over here not just peddling patches and this is the most advanced stem cell technology on the planet, you're going to get your son on the patch because he's an elite athlete and you're going to get on the patch. And so he's like, well, how does it work? Just told him little basic concept of how it works. It's light therapy, reactivates dormant stem cells. You put this on and it's going to elevate the GHKCU. Then it's going to send a signal to your brain. Then here's what it's going to do. Then I started telling him story after story after story. Now listen, he brings me over to the next booth, which is two doctors. I think it was a physical therapy doctor and the husband was a dentist. He said, I can't even explain to you what this guy just told me, but Joe, tell him what it is. I said, I market the most advanced stem cell technology on the planet. I know that sounds crazy, but we're not over here just peddling little patches. This is life-changing technology over here. And then she said this. She said, oh, is it the X39? I said, yes. And I told her, my quick story. And then she said this, like not impressed. She said, I've got like five of those patches in my desk from people that have given me five different people have given me patches. Now here's the training. You're either going to be me or the five people that gave her patches. And I said, well, you need to hear it from me because those five people, if you haven't applied it on your body and on everyone around you, you're not seeing the miracles and you don't understand that this company went from 20 million to 600 million in 4 years. And it's Lord willing, it's about to go to billion. And we have so many testimonials. Here's one, just for example. And I told her Galilee's story about the skull, how in 10 years, she had a hole in her skull, and the same surgeon from SEAL Team 6 said that it's impossible that the skull can close like that. And I said, you wouldn't believe it. She said, come in and see me. Here's my number. Make an appointment. Let's talk. Guys, I said, well, listen, you have patches in there, but no one told you the story. If you're not wearing them and you're not seeing miracles, uh, with all due respect, you haven't heard it from me. You haven't heard it from someone who actually knows what they're doing and knows the power of what you have in your desk. She was like, here's my call me, make an appointment. Bam. That's it. You're either going to be one of those people that's intentional with clarity, with vision, or you're going to be a patch fairy. I call them patch fairies. There's little pixie dust all over the place, like my daughter. Just, you don't want to do that.